Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm excited to update you on how things are going. I know things are a little bit silent on my channel, on my social medias, but believe me, I'm really working hard on the background. And so I'm here now to update you on what's been going on. For those who do not know me yet, I'm Sky. I'm a creative technologist. I love to work on art and technical projects, combine the two. In the last 4 years, I worked as a product manager, and it was around October last year where I started to think about my future. Do I want to keep working in this career path as a product manager, or do I want to follow my heart more and take those creative sparks and creative ideas that often come to me and actually do something with them instead of just kind of like pushing them aside? Because you all know, as an artist or as a creator, it's really difficult to start because the process is not financed and you need to pay your bills. So we have these full-time jobs or part-time jobs that pay the bills. They take most of your time, most of your energy. And so side projects sometimes can just end up in your drawer or end up just as a thought that went away and it never came to be anymore. And I started to realize that this problem where we are following some income to support what we love to do and how those not always match is actually a problem of a lot of creatives. We have these creative sparks that we want to pursue, but the process of getting there, it's not financed and it's not fast. Like, it takes time. Things are messy and things take time to develop. So that problem is something I wanted to work with. And that's why in February this year, end of February, I quit my full-time job as a product manager and started working on this platform that I call Qtures. Qtures is also heavily inspired by quantum physics in a way of that the creative process can be seen as a super state where there's so many opportunities, so many possibilities, and so much uncertainty, which is actually awesome because it creates a multiverse of futures. So quantum futures is what became Qtures, and Qtures is basically the space I am building for the process and for this community sharing, showing the world what the value of the creative process actually is. Because the world is so focused on speed and efficiency, and I get it, like we want things faster because time is money. But what we often don't realize is that innovation comes from a messy process where we try different things, combine different things, and maybe even like experimented for weeks on some really out-of-the-box ideas. We need experimentation and we need this process, but people just don't realize it. So you could say the Qtures platform has like 3 different aspects. The first aspect is visibility. Often creatives, their process, they are kind of scared of it because it's not polished, and we are all about polished results, beautiful outcomes. But when I started collecting the process of people, I realized that there is so much value in this and so much diversity. Some people were very structured. Other people, they just randomly start sketching. Others go into nature to get inspired. And all these processes hold so much value on how to come up with inspiration and new ideas and groundbreaking ideas, but it often happens behind closed doors. Why are we not showing the world the process? So the first aspect of visibility is about sharing your process, sharing what you do, what steps you take, what didn't work, where could you improve, how did you find inspiration, how did you come to that idea, like what were the things that influenced your thoughts. That process is so fun to follow. Then the second aspect is definitely about the value. I heavily believe that the amount of content that's generated by AI, thinking we can bypass the creative process and just go for beautiful outcomes, is stagnating the creative industry. It's pushing forward what has already been done before, and while we are keeping pushing that forward, training the new models on that new content, we are causing like a model collapse. Like, we're stagnating the innovation that comes, like the creative research. And this concept is a little bit early. I know a lot of people are not really at that point yet and still really excited about the results, which I totally understand. It's really awesome what we can do right now. But eventually we're gonna need to see more human emotion, more new ideas, the wild groundbreaking ideas still coming from people who can think further than the past data. So the value will come back to those who are willing to spend more time experimenting, come up with new ideas. And that's what eventually will also help to push AI further forward. We need new ideas, and it's only a matter of time before we all start realizing that, because you can already see how images, text are starting to sound like each other, even music. So we're definitely focusing on the future with that, and this mindset about the value of the creative process is something that doesn't go overnight. This needs awareness from all kinds of sides. The last point is about financially supporting the creative process. Because of the pressure that independent artists and creative professionals are under to deliver high quality results all the time, 70% of the creatives burned out last year. 70%. That's like 7 in 10 people. That's unacceptable. Also, big part of that is that 84% of the artists, they don't feel like they're fairly compensated for what they're doing. That sounds like exactly what would happen if people only value the results but don't support the whole process that got you there. So with the platform, I want to highlight this as well and really give an opportunity to kickstart or to sponsor your research, to share a link to people. They can pay a small amount that you set, and then they can access your journal. So yeah, the mission that I set up and built is about creative process, making it more visible, valued, and supported. And right now I am in the process of getting early funding, which is also very important because I'm still working on this alone. And as you can notice, when I'm building the platform, the social media activity engagement goes really down. When I'm building more on social media, you can notice I'm not like solving some problems in the platform. And next to that, I am getting coaching in business leadership. So altogether, my bandwidth is quite getting overloaded and I want to start working together with people. Now I'm applying for this grant here in Vienna and I'm so grateful for how much of a help and support and coaching they are giving me for free. But this grant application is also taking me a lot of time. So next to that, also looking for small angel investments so that I can kickstart this, because I do think eventually this platform could become the GitHub for creative exploration, something much bigger than just sharing your process, but actually being able to open source creativity, to contribute to each other, to uplift, to work on really cool ideas, to have your name there as a contributor. I really see this as a future and a means to change the mind shift in the world. So yes, that's a little bit of an update. I can tell you I've been doing a lot of networking also here in Vienna, getting to know the creative startups here, working on my strategy, my impact, how I bring Qtures in what kind of context. So that's been taking a lot of time, but also building on the platform. And because you are still watching this video, I promise to sponsor the first 5 projects as an early investor in your process. And I'm just very curious and excited to see your growth and your process. But keep your eyes out on the LinkedIn or the Qtures social media, because I'll for sure be posting that so that if I receive a grant or funding, I can actually start expanding the team, work on this faster, so we build the perfect space for the creative community. Well, I'm actually really excited to hear your thoughts about Qtures, about this project. Excited for you to try it out. I'll add the link to the bottom of this description. More importantly, just remember that it's still in a kind of like a prototype phase. I'm still really just trying to get feedback and taking in all kind of suggestions and ideas to build this out. Keep in mind this vision of collaborating, of leaving feedback, of adding contributions to each other, and really like this interactive community space. So far for my update, I hope everyone's doing well. Come say hi in the comments. I'm always happy to reply and maybe have a short conversation. I'm actually really excited to invite creatives on a call to see how you would use the platform, what could you use there, what's useful for you. And so if you want to be part of that, just to get in touch with me. I've been actually reaching out and networking with a lot of creatives lately, so I can definitely use a few more people to give me really honest feedback and also help me just grow my network. Thank you so much and see you soon.